everybody. It's the Me and My Boyfriend Nicole podcast. I'm Aurora.
Yo, I'm Nicole.
the boyfriend.
I'm the boyfriend, Nicole. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's me.
We're doing an outside episode.
You can hear all.
You can hear outside. Because it's so beautiful outside.
It is. And Aurora wanted to make sure I didn't fall asleep.
I mean, that's besides the point.
Yes, we just had a big meal. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Sushi.
Yes.
And we know what that does to her.
Yes. And I had the cute little lights on in my room. And it was so comfy. And my bed was calling my name. And you were like, get out. I'm like, okay. So, what are we talking about today?
Oh, we're talking about you today, girl. It's about you. But first we got to do our fortunes. Because it wouldn't be a sushi excursion without the fortunes.
Okay. Go for it. Because you always get the awesome ones and I always get the WTF ones. So go ahead.
No.
Okay.
Speak louder so the people can hear you.
Hola.
Thank you. Aww.
What does it say?
A great man never ignores the simplicity of a child.
Really?
Yeah. That's a shitty one. See? Here you go, Lucy. Can Lucy
I
have
think that's
these?
the one that I picked for you. Yeah. She's not allergic to gluten.
Like you are?
Yeah.
Oh, she said, I'm going to have yours. Thank you.
Mine says, your talents will be recognized and suitably rewarded.
Suitably.
They could have just left it at rewarded.
No. Suitably rewarded. AKA, don't get ahead of yourself, bitch.
Well, I'm like, what talents are they speaking of?
Oh, the boyfriend talents?
Oh my God, I don't want a boyfriend.
Same.
I want a fun friend.
Oh, well, I got plenty of those. One to spare.
No, not a fuck buddy. Like, you know what I want?
What do you want?
I want a man.
Ooh, I want, like Tiffany Haddish said. Okay, Dusty. No, Dusty. The cat's by the phone. If it cuts off randomly, it's because she turned... Boy, girl?
It's a boy.
Okay. We thought it was
we
girl.
don't. Well, actually, we don't gender identify them. We allow them to pick their own gender. So.
Okay. But I don't want to
So
assume.
Dusty's allowed to be whatever she wants to be.
Whatever Dusty identifies with.
Right. What did Nikki call him?
Lady boy?
No, that was Hunter.
Oh, what a trap card.
I don't know what that means.
Well, is he talking about like in Dungeons and Dragons, or like not Dungeons and Dragons, like Yu-Gi-Oh, or like Magic the Gathering, like a trap? I don't. Whatever, nerd.
Okay. You're a nerd showing. It's very hot.
Yeah. Well, Dusty knocked that other fortune off, and I feel like I shouldn't read it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna read this other one because we got two. So I'm pretty sure the people at the Chinese restaurant don't know that we're only feeding 3 people. They sent 5.
Right. So like this must be a village. Nope, just 3 of us.
Just the 3 of us.
And lunch for tomorrow.
It's the baby. Hello, baby.
We're doing a podcast.
Oh, sorry. It's okay. We're out in a public space. She's so cute.
She doesn't want her to hear.
No.
This is not for babies.
No, it is not. Oh no.
What?
Oh, I like this one.
What is it?
You will soon receive an offer you cannot refuse.
And we said that was going to be for the podcast.
Did we?
Oh, is it just for you? Okay, now it's for you. Okay. You do have someone coming back to town.
Which one?
Well then. Okay. So, are we ready to finally divulge into my story of not success and dating life?
I do believe that we must discuss what we have been teasing the people about for 2 weeks now, and how you want a boyfriend so bad.
You did not have to go there and start that way. I feel like you're putting blame on me.
No, there's no blame on you at all. Okay, Lucy, here, last one.
Okay. So,
Good job, baby girl.
the first man I met on Badoo.
Oh, really?
Yes. I was like, let's try something new. We've already been kicked off Tinder, evidently, permanently. We've been banned. Yes, there's an episode. Go back and find it.
Banned off of Tinder.
Why do you guys
As a woman.
Everyone says that. I didn't do anything.
You have another one. You didn't read your second fortune. That's the one that Dusty knocked off.
Oh, we're still doing this?
Yeah. I read 2. You gotta read 2. I'm so sorry, people.
Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. You are never a loser until you quit trying. I hate fortune.
Oh my god, that's so perfect for today's episode.
Don't stop believing. Oh my god. Okay, so.
What a great segue.
Perfect. Mwah, perfect. Yes. So it all began with Badoo. Yes, which is fitting. So I met a beautiful man on there.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked for a while.
Uh-huh.
We actually talked for several months.
Mm-hmm.
And we did FaceTime.
Mm-hmm.
However, I thought it was weird that he always just FaceTimed me, like, in his apartment.
Why do you think that's weird?
Because I would tell him, like, go out into the world, you know, go have tea, go do whatever, and, like, call me there.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
So, allegedly, he lives in Texas, right? That's what he told me, in Houston. But he was in Canada for work, right? He was there on assignment.
Uh-huh.
And the borders had shut down because of COVID, everything else, and he couldn't leave. Or more like his company wouldn't let him leave because they were afraid they wouldn't be able to get anybody else in there to replace him, so he was stuck there.
Uh-huh. Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
How did you guys match?
That was my question, too. But I have matched with people, like, all over the country, all over the world, really.
You know, I have matched from people far away, too, but I'm like, my perimeter is so low. Like, how are you getting me? But their perimeter is so high that every once in a while, I guess, like, I make it in.
Yeah. Well, on Tinder, I had matched with people in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, on Bumble. I had all over the country. So, and on Facebook dating app, I have matched with people all over, too. In Canada a lot, too.
Yeah.
So, which is not a big deal to me. I'm like, I don't know where my person is, so, you know, it's fine.
Yeah, I know where my person is. It ain't in fucking Canada, okay?
Right. You know, I like a foreigner, too. So.
I know, you like him brown.
So, anyhow. And he was brown, too. So we started talking, I don't know, back in, like, March or April.
A long time.
Yeah. And it was going very well. We were talking a lot. And we, you know, were off the dating app and actually talking on the phone, everything else, and FaceTimed a lot and everything. Mm-hmm. And I kept asking him, like, when are you going to come back home? Like, when are you going to come see me? And he said he was going to leave in June. Well, then June showed up. Mm-hmm. And we still had no date. And he's like, I don't know when, da-da-da. And it just seemed like to me, I really got the feeling that he was in another country and didn't want to tell me.
Right.
You know. And so the phone has been passed to me. So finally I was like, I know you're lying. Yeah.
You like came out steady.
I did, because I was like, we tired of being treated like a fool. Have you not heard about our past relationships? And this is the truth. The whole truth, and it will set you free. Mm-hmm. So tell me the truth. And he's like, no. He's keeping to his story, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm done. I'm not going to be lied to, you know? Block, right? And I was like, we're done. Then I took a little time off from dating apps and then got back on. And what did I get on? Right? I got on Hinge. Uh-huh. Right? Because you are the one who introduced me that way back when. Yeah,
that was the first dating app I used.
Yes.
And like my whole.
And we were tired of the other ones. I'm like, let's try that one again, you know. And so we got on there, and a couple days in, I met someone, right? Mm-hmm.
You can't stop laughing.
I know. This 37-year-old beautiful Korean man. from Korea, right? Who had been living in Nashville for the last 4 years, right? And was currently in Florida on business. Okay, that's not out of the norm, you know? And the thing I liked about him is we were talking on the dating app, and it was like 5:15 in the morning. And all of a sudden, he called me through the app. And I was like, oh, a real life person, right? And we're talking and stuff. And we just kind of hit it off, like, right away, you know? And just, like, an hour-long conversation. And then he asked for... Not only did he ask for my phone number, I think I gave him my phone number. Which was something new for me, you know?
Yeah, that was... I was a little surprised, actually. When you told me that, I was like, you gave him your number? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's new.
Okay, and so we talked on the phone, and that went on for several weeks, like 3 weeks. And my birthday was coming up. And he had promised that he was going to be home for my birthday, right? And you know this story. Like, he was so attentive. You know, I like attention.
Oh, she was vibing, my guy.
Oh, my God. Constantly smiling.
Constantly talking about him. Constantly smiling. Like, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, what's his nickname?
It was Pooh Bear.
Pooh Bear.
I talked about him on the episode briefly.
Yeah. Pooh Bear, da-da-da-da, blah-blah-blah-blah-blah-blah. And I was like, oh, yeah, da-da-da. And then... like, every single time you talk to him, there would be, like, I can't wait to see you, and, like, when you come back, and, like, when you would talk to him, there would always be some type of excuse about why.
Well, yeah. And he used to call me at, like, 5 o'clock in the morning before I go
to work.
Yes.
And this motherfucker tried to get in on Aurora time,
of all. Yes.
He tried to jump me in the line.
And he would always ask, how is Aurora doing? Not your best friend, like Aurora, you know?
I'm glad he acknowledged my name.
Right? And he would call me in the evenings. He would text me throughout the day. Like, I love that, right?
And they're like, and he's so busy.
Right.
And he still makes all this time for me. And I'm like, okay, girl.
Yeah. And was so excited, right? But then... you know, it's like something feels a little off. Like, when are you coming? You know, I understand if you have business stuff, but then he had to go to France for a conference that came up that had gotten passed by the year before.
No, first he had to go to Australia.
Oh, yeah, first he had to go to Australia.
Yeah.
Then he had to go to France, right? And I'm just like...
no, so he was like, he went to Australia to go to a mine because he was a geologist. And
a gemologist.
A gemologist, I'm sorry.
Yes.
And he's like, I gotta go check out my mine. No, he went to Europe first. He went to Europe. Then he went to Australia.
I love that you kept up with it better than I did, because I didn't.
Oh, yeah. No. Did he go to Austria?
No. I just heard that wrong.
Where was it?
It was Australia.
He didn't go to Europe first?
No, he went to Australia first and then France. But anyway.
Anyway, whatever.
So the point is that I was like, we're starting to see red flags. Then he lost his wallet.
Oh,
here comes the thing.
Yeah. So he's stuck in Australia because he's checking out his mine. But he lost his wallet on the plane.
Or somewhere, I don't know.
Or somewhere, wherever.
But wait, yeah. And it had all of his cards in it. Now, he supposedly owns, like, this business and everything, right?
And supposedly, like, filthy rich.
Well, I don't know about all that. I didn't really care about that. I didn't even know what a gemologist was. But the point is that it was a huge red flag when he said that he lost his wallet. Because for me, I'm like, okay, that sucks. You know, I get it. Like, you know. But then the next day or two, all of a sudden, he asked me for money. I'm like, what? And he's like, he doesn't have any friends, you know. He's giving me this whole story about how his parents died and he doesn't have any siblings and like all this other stuff, right? And I'm just like, what? And then when he asked for money, he wanted to know if I'd get him an Apple Card, which I didn't even know what an Apple Card was. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, red flag. Like, no, that's not cool. I don't like that. Anything else?
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I understand. You know, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. I just, you know, everything was frozen on my accounts, everything else. And I was like, you have to have money somewhere. Like, I have money somewhere, you know? You have to have someone you can call. I have people to call, you know? Like, it just seems weird, right?
Right.
And so I was just like, I was pretty much done with it. I think I'd even blocked him.
You did.
But then we had been talking on WhatsApp or...
He found you on WhatsApp.
Yes. And then he started trying to talk to me there and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then it was, okay, let's forget about that. And then he was asking for pictures of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
First, it was regular pictures. Then it was like he wanted sexy pictures. And I'm like, I don't know you. I've never met you. You know, you don't trust me? No, I don't fucking know you. Mm-hmm. Like, I just been talking on the phone. I met you on a dating app. Like, I don't know you, you know? And that just really hurt his feelings,
mm-hmm.
right? And then, what was it? There was something else. Oh, no. He wasn't going to be back for my birthday.
Oh, wait, you forgot about the other attempted manipulation, where he was like, I never ask anybody for anything. But
oh, yeah.
I asked for help from you, and you wouldn't give it. And you told me that you would always help me, or you would be there for me, and you weren't there when I asked for it.
Yeah. And I said, I meant emotionally. Like, you could talk to me and stuff. I didn't mean like financially. What part of, you know, I have children and I'm already supporting a household do you not understand? And you're a stranger. Like, I would help you.
Yeah.
You know,
no,
I'm
absolutely.
like, we do for each other, you know,
right.
But I'm like, not somebody I never met. I'm like, I'm not a fool. I'm not stupid, you know? So, yeah. Which when I say it back, everything is like, duh. But, yeah. But I didn't fall for any of it. I didn't do any of it, you know? But then he wasn't going to be here for my birthday. So he wanted my home address to mail me something. I was like, bitch, how you going to mail me something when you ain't got no money, supposedly, you know? Oh, he's had it all figured out then. He's done took care of that. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. I'm not giving you my home address, right? And he's like, I just wanted to send you a surprise. I'm like, no way. You are a stranger. Stranger danger. That's 3 strikes. You're fucking out. Like, I'm done. And I was like, goodbye. I wish you the best. And I blocked him, right? And he found my ass on WhatsApp, right? Which the only reason I was on WhatsApp is because through work.
And because of Darlene.
And Darlene, our friend. She's in Germany now. And so we talked through that. But,
girl, WhatsApp been getting my ass in trouble too.
Right? Dude. So he calls me on there, right? And I'm like, FaceTime. I want to FaceTime. I know you are not Korean. I know that you do not live in America. I'm like, you are not living in Nashville. You ain't in Florida. You ain't in Paris. I'm like, where are you at? Are you in Korea? Are you in Nigeria? Or da-da-da-da? Like, what is it? And I said Nigeria purely because, you know, you hear about, you know, the Nigerian prince. Yes, and all this stuff, right? And he was like, well, you're correct. And I was like, what? Which one was it? And he was like, the second one. I was like, Nigeria? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, FaceTime me. And he's like, I'm not going to FaceTime you. I'm afraid I'll get in trouble. And I was like, what do you mean you'll get in trouble? And he was like, you get me in trouble. And I'm like, do you do this for a living? And he was like, well, I just started. And I was like, you scam women for a living? You know? And he's like, are you mad? I'm like,
no shit, Sherlock.
What? Like, I mean, I'm glad because he was being honest about it. I mean, not like he didn't but still, I'm like, what the hell? Like, that's so crazy. I'm like,
so
you hear
up.
about it. And I know that people have attempted to catfish me before. Hello, 60 iPhones. If anyone remembers, we did a whole episode about that. But holy fucking shit. Like, I've been talking to this person for like 3 weeks, and he's been trying to catfish all the time. But of course, what does he say? You're different.
You're different.
You're different.
I actually developed feelings for you.
Yes, I fell for you. Yes. The scammer has fallen for me. And I'm like, what? What? And he's like, I trust you. And I'm like, well, I don't trust you. Right?
The feeling is not mutual, sir.
Right? And I asked him, I'm like, so you're doing this with other people? He's like, well, not very many. And I was like, how many other? He's like, there's 2 other. Like Olivia and Margaret. And like, one of them just likes the scam. And the other one I'm just not really into. And I'm like, WTF? Like, are you serious? You know? And it made me so sad because one, I told him, I'm like, I don't judge you. I don't live where you're at. I haven't been through anything you've been through in your life. I have absolutely no idea what has brought you to this.
Right.
Honestly.
No, seriously.
It's not okay to rip people off. It's not okay to play with people's emotions and feelings. Like, that is not okay. In any way, I'm not saying that's okay. You know, and that you tried to manipulate me. Like, you gave me all these sob stories, everything else, and tried to play with my emotions. However, you know, I do like to see the good in people.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he got into this, you know?
Well, clearly, I mean, you wouldn't do it for no reason, obviously. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right?
Girl.
Right?
You know what's crazy?
What?
This is so off topic. Never mind, I'll save it.
Okay, save it. So, yeah. So he did end up finally FaceTiming me. Mm-hmm. And he was a beautiful black man, not Korean.
Probably someone you would have been interested in.
Oh, 100%. He was hotter than the actual fucking...
Not Korean that he was pretending to be.
Okay. I love men of all colors, you know, and women, but we're in a man phase.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey. And he was just like, so just happy and talking to me and everything else, you know. And he's like, I hope this doesn't have to be the end. And I was like, This
is definitely the end.
There's nowhere. Where can this go? You know, I'm like, I wish you the best, but like, this isn't going to go anywhere. Mm-hmm. Like, everything you told me was a lie. Everything. And he's like, no. You know, I'm not 37. I'm 28.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, see, I wouldn't have had a problem with that, you know, but you lied, you know, and
I'm not Korean.
Right.
I'm Nigerian.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm like, that's not a problem either, but like, you're a scammer. And he's like, no, I'm a college student, you know, and he's going to school to be for English, and that he can't, like where he's at, you know, everything closes by 6. He doesn't have a job. And so he did this to try and make money for school and everything. And I was telling Hunter the story, and Hunter goes, sounds like the next scam to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're FaceTiming and stuff. And then all of a sudden it cuts off. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm out of data. You know, I don't have any more. I'm like, bitch, you are still texting me on WhatsApp. Does that not use data? You know, like, I don't get it. Data, whatever. Yeah. You know? And I'm like, are you trying to get money from me now? Because now you're a college student who, you know, needs financial support, doesn't have a job. Like, I'm not giving you any fucking money, man. You know, like, I wish you the best. Quit scamming people.
You'd be surprised how successful you are.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you're a very smart person. You could obviously do many things. I don't know what the situation is over there, but still, I'm like, that's not okay. It's not nice. Yeah. So then... Wait. Badoo pops back up.
But wait, there's more.
Right? And he has found me now on WhatsApp too. Fucking WhatsApp, man. And he's like, hey, remember me? Right after this whole Pooh Bear incident in Nigeria.
Yeah, it was
right?
literally not even a week later.
Yeah, and I'm like, not in the mood. And I'm like, what? You know? And he's like, I've been thinking about you. I'm like, oh, have you? Are you finally ready to come clean about where you really live? And he's like, well, I didn't tell you because I knew if I told you, then you wouldn't have had anything to do with me. And I'm like, that's a lot of assumptions on your part. You lied to me. What is with people lying to me? Like, I was in a 16-year lie, okay? I'm not ready to be in it anymore. I want just the truth. The whole truth, nothing but the truth. That's what I want, you know?
Damn, when you put it that way, that's just sad as hell.
Thanks. So...
Sorry.
So, anywho. So, I was like, you live in India, don't you? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So why the fuck did you lie to me that whole time? You know? And he's like, well, I have nothing to lose anymore. I already lost you, so I might as well tell the truth now. You know? And I'm like, yeah, are you ever coming to see me? You know? And he's like, well, I hope so one day. You know? Like, maybe we can meet in Europe. I'm like, fucking Europe, man.
Okay.
I know, right? And then that kind of just died off. I just can't do anything with lies. You know? Like, it's just it's not a way to start anything.
No.
You know? And there was more to it, too. It was just over, you know?
Yeah.
And so, here we are.
Here we are.
Single.
As a Pringle.
Right? We mingling. We talking to somebody. But, we don't know where it's going.
Do we ever know where it's going?
Not until we get there. Then we're singing, how did we get here?
Bitch, I took the bus.
You did an Uber, boo?
Nah, big dog. Okay, Lucy, you lick right between the titties, and I feel like that is very personal. And you haven't even taken me out on a date yet.
Oh, Lord. So, yeah, so that's my dating life.
Yeah.
Been around the world. Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew? Been to India, Nigeria.
Girl, you exotic. Oh,
Well.
shit. I'm gonna need you to get someone in Europe. All the continents for you.
You know what I would like? I would like to get someone, not just in Tennessee, but like in the general vicinity. Like
close enough.
You know?
So first of all, you had an issue with Nashville, and then the word was like, "Oh, Nashville, bitch. Okay,
Nashville's too far for you.
Nashville's too far for you, but Canada, we can do Canada.
It wasn't even Canada though.
Texas, we can do Texas.
No, it wasn't. Okay, I did think that, but whatever.
And then you were like, "Oh, this man straight up be out in Australia."
He was supposed to be coming home. Apparently, he never left home.
Well.
So now we've had a reality check that Nashville isn't too far.
Is that what the universe was teaching you?
Right.
Perspective?
Right. And Clarksville would be really nice, but
we'll settle for
Nashville. Are you within an hour or so?
Both ways.
Do I not have to take a plane to come see you? Yeah.
Would you venture into the Kentucky side?
I would. Is it worth it?
I don't know.
It is sad because it's right there, you know. But
I know, but sometimes when people say Kentucky, I'm like, oh, that's so far.
I know.
And then I forget that we're only 15 minutes away from Kentucky.
15 minutes is 10 minutes.
Okay.
We're right on the border.
Well, I'm 15 minutes. You're 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, girl, you're 15 minutes away.
You know I got family in Kentucky.
That's because you Southern.
What are you?
Not Southern.
How are you not Southern?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm American.
Yeah, but where were you born?
Japan.
You're Japanese.
Oh, thank you. I used to hate that shit in school. Are you Japanese? Yeah, totally. You look so Japanese.
Totally. You're a Filipino, bitch. So, yeah.
International citizen of the world here.
Right.
But, yeah, so Nicole is dating far and wide. Open to any and all, as long as you're honest with her.
We've already stated what I want, okay? It got me kicked off Tinder. So, we might have found it, though. We might have. We might have.
We'll see.
We'll see. Maybe I'll keep my heels on. What?
Oh.
So, any updates on you? Or is that for next show?
Any updates on me? Where did we last leave off?
9:15.
Girl, you are a shady
on
bitch.
A Saturday.
You
that
are
is exactly where we
bitch.
left off with your last thing. Oh, no. No, yes. Because first we did Florida.
Uh-huh.
And
we didn't talk about 9:15 on a Saturday.
No, but we've done 9:15 since then.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm getting the side eyes.
Mm-hmm.
My bad, we haven't apparently. What was that? That was your Wookiee sound.
Sounds of distress. No, but last update on Teabag. We're friends. We're friends.
Just friends.
Just friends.
And you're going to help him find someone.
Yeah, I'm going to help him find a girlfriend that's not me.
Right.
Which is fine. That sounded really bitter. It wasn't bitter.
It sounded
just fine. So bitter. It wasn't bitter. I genuinely meant that it's fine that he's going to find a girlfriend. I really wish him the best. I should talk about what happened in our conversation.
It wouldn't hurt.
With the roommate?
Oh. Oh, yes. Go ahead. It explains where you're at in life. I'm sure it's happened to other people.
Yeah, so, apparently I'm going to go visit him in Florida, right? And I was like, oh, your roommate's hot. Because his roommate's...
Smoking
hot.
Pretty brown. Anyway.
Hot damn. Brown in all the right places.
Honduras?
Ooh. Any hoozles. He's like, oh yeah, you can come hang out with me, and then my roommate says you can come over, so I'm supposed to hop from one roommate to the other. I said, no, I'm not interested in that, sorry. Mm-hmm. Like, what did you think this was?
Pass around, evidently, like Thanksgiving.
Girl, you spend one night on the beach with somebody, next thing you know, you've been passed around by the roommates. This is not Pornhub.
No, thank you, sir.
No, thank you, sir. I'm looking for the one here.
Right? Oh, we're ready, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, that roommate.
You was like, maybe just one more time.
No, I wasn't. But I was like, the roommate, though. Can I just come visit the roommate? No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, that's where we're at. And also 9:15 on Saturdays. Always in the back burner.
Always.
Really, girl? Really? Are you surprised by the always? Come on now.
We just had discussion earlier. I thought we were trying to decide what we were going to do with that.
No. We have decided what we're going to do with that. But in the past, he's always been on the back burner.
Yeah. Which I say has blocked you from what you really want.
I agree.
Okay. So, to be continued.
Any hoozles, don't forget to like and subscribe. And leave a comment down
Leave
below.
a comment, yes.
If you've been catfished or catfished somebody, no judgment. We get it. Not really, but I mean, we get it.
We get it way too much.
Yeah.
Could you please stop catfishing me?
Yeah, girl. Oh, I didn't talk about my sugar daddy incident. We'll have to talk about that another time.
I thought you did one time, no?
Yeah, but I didn't really explain what happened.
Okay, well, next time.
Next time.
Leave some for the next time. So,
yeah.
We love you.
Woo!
Good luck to you. I hope that you haven't been catfished. And if you have, that, you've moved past it. It gets better.
Happens to the best of us.
Woo woo.
All right.
Good luck finding your daddy. All right.
Aww. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.